live, I hope. Let me know if we are, or if we're not. Although I'm not sure it works if we're not live. Evening, Ruben, Arthur. Evening, Barry. I'm not long got in from a ride actually, about two and a half hours ago. I did a whole bunch of sweet spot, and what else did I do? Oh, I did 40. So what did I do? I did 4 20-minute blocks of sweet spot with 2 minutes rest between them, and then 2 minutes rest, and then straight into 43 minutes at tempo. And my time to exhaustion is extended again. So I posted in Discord yesterday that it was at like 43 minutes. It's now at almost 46 minutes. So it's edging further and further up. It's edging. So I'm excited. It's all this time trial I'm doing, all this high kind of steady state racing. Obviously, I'm not road racing is not the same. Time trialing is kind of bringing that out of me. So the weather is brilliant in South Wales. I've got a little bit of a tan line coming on. I've already had a tan line. It's just kind of crisping up. So it's 25 degrees. It's 25 degrees in a minute. It's warm, as they'd say. Bowser, Tommy, Phil Rich, Mr. David Raynham. I'm sure you appreciated that block of sweet spot I did earlier. Yeah, I looked tanned, but I'm not tanned. I was, I'm not now. No bum flannel needed tonight. Not for this one. I'm here to make up the numbers. It is a chase. This is the Olympic Virtual Series chase race, so very flat. I'm here to make up the numbers because it's all about the little announcement at the end. So I'm just making up the numbers tonight. I have to find an appropriate event that I could ride. Even though I can't imagine, with the weather we've got now, I can't imagine many people will watch this live stream. That's all the fan is doing, is blowing 30-degree air in my face. Hi everyone, those of you who just joined. Oh. Thank you, Patrick. Whew. Oh, look at this. Somebody asked if I can drop any hints. I'm kind of dropping like the biggest hint already, so I can't really give you any bigger hints, guys. I'm not going to tell you until the end of the stream, so you haven't got long to wait, like 45 minutes. My injuries are fine, thank you. Yeah, all good. Someone's just been corned. Thank goodness for that. I thought it was a bit hard. Take note, everyone who's already experiencing this little heat wave we're having. Riding indoors in the hot weather when you're not used to it in the UK does you no favours. No favours. This is a chase race, so I'm assuming we do have to catch everybody else. Yeah, it's normal, David. It's normal, huh? It's normal. Evening, Grim. Marco. We're just making up the numbers tonight. I had to pick an appropriate event, not one where I have to be like full gas for the whole time, especially after the training block I did earlier. This is already hard enough. in the heat. Thanks, Lord. It happens, Katie. Don't worry about it. Oh, if it was Surrey Hills tonight. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. Hear me, Dan. What's my 5-second power? Not high enough for you to need to worry about it. The other week I did about 960 or something for 5 seconds. That was at the end of a 30-minute criterium. Level 50. Alright, Sam. I just saw you riding on Zwift. You still riding? I can't believe I didn't stream the other day. You're not going to believe me when I tell you that I beat Lawson Craddock in an Innsbruck leg snapper race. I went solo as well, just to add salt to the wound. Yeah, I completely destroyed myself just so I could get that photo at the end. Held on by 1 second. Evening, Gunner. This is quite a fast pace. I'm barely doing less than 4 watts per kilo. Ah, nice sound. So it's that 40 watts per kilo for me is, what's that, 840 watts? Solid sprint after 90 miles. Was that the sprint for the cafe? How's the new bike? It's lovely. Not as nice as my old one. Which hopefully they can do something with. But for the time being, I'm on this, which is no slouch. I know Lord said in Discord how it's actually quite good advertisement for a bike brand like Tifosi to have me come a minute shy of a World Tour professional or a BMC, which you'd kind of assume would be, you know, they wouldn't leave any stone unturned and they have a much bigger budget. Ooh. A split up coming up there. Whew. Gotta be so careful coming through those groups. Thank you for the ride on. Oh. Hey, Vans. Just go home from your shift, have you? Am I going for a sprint at the end? No, I won't go for a sprint. Save myself for my training rather than going for a max effort at the end. I'd rather not. Hey, Mick. Yeah, wounds, they get infected very easily for cyclists, like. I'm just getting dragged along, just about. Is the Wahoo bolt good? Yeah, the Wahoo bolt is excellent. Well, Andre, I was actually supposed to be getting 3 new bikes anyway, so this sped up the process. The bike I'm on now though is just a replacement from them to keep me on the road for the time being. Trucking lad, I'm not going to the Olympics. Are you crazy? There's a video about how the crash happened, buddy. I'm not going to relive it again. I was hoping to do a hilly race tonight to do the announcement justice, but after my training session earlier and the weather that we've got, look at my heart rate, it's unbelievably high. I definitely need to do more very warm weather riding before any of my events I plan to do abroad this year. It makes such a difference. You know, when you live in the UK and you only really have this kind of weather a couple of times a year, especially when you're going uphill, like when you have no wind, it's horrendous. Yeah, I was thinking that, David, but after my training session, and like I said, the heat, there's no point putting myself in that hole, which I know that I would, because I need to train tomorrow and the next day, and I need to do it properly. So it is what it is. Electrolyte balance for the heat, yeah, and because I'm Welsh. Those of you that are into your data and stuff, we were talking about it on Discord yesterday. WKO, which is really good analytical software that you have to pay for, but it comes hand in hand with Training Peaks. My time to exhaustion, which is in theory like how long you can actually maintain FTP for. So for some people, it's like 30 minutes. 35, 40. Some people can be an hour. Some people actually be over an hour. But yesterday I was looking through my stats, and my time to exhaustion with my 363 watt FTP at the minute is 43 minutes, which is actually the highest it's been since the summer of 2019, when I was going really well for like the Tour of Japan and the Tour de Beauce in Canada. Well, my FTP then, although my time to exhaustion was the same, my FTP was slightly lower. So basically I'm able to do my FTP for longer and slightly higher number. But I went out today and was doing a sweet spot session, and I knew it would fill the gap just behind my time, my 50-mile time trial that I did a few weeks ago, which was like 1 hour 50. So I did like 2 hours and 15 minutes today of like sweet spot and tempo right at the end. You can see it on Strava. I'm not going to go through it, but that's extending my time to exhaustion again by 2 minutes. So in theory I'm building it out, I'm getting like stronger obviously, but I'm wondering if I can get to like 50 minutes in the next couple of weeks with a big threshold training block. I'm quite fresh now, see, after my COVID jab last Thursday and time off with the crash. Yeah, I'm liking them, Andre, liking them. Yeah. So basically, when I feel like I've exhausted my threshold, I'm going to do an FTP test in a couple of weeks. A 20-minute one. I'm going to do a time trial this Sunday, which is also 50 miles. So see if I can do a little bit more power than I did last time, which was 323. See if I can get to 330 for an hour and 50, and then we might go into a VO2 max block for a short period of time after all of that. So lots to look forward to. Not for me, for you. But it's kind of falling into place now, and I'm also waiting for the weather to cool down, because I need to do my 5-hour Everesting. However, I'm thinking of actually substituting that with the virtual Everesting world record. So I don't know what you guys think about that. $13K until the big news. well, the real world will be coming soon. And when I say soon, it could be next year. Chicken Cycle Kit actually helped Ronan take the World Everesting record a couple of months ago. The one that now stands. They supplied him with a couple of parts. No, it's not a baby. Get stuff though. Oh, more groups. Now the virtual Everesting is like 6 hours, I think. Sean Vinton's got it. I don't think you can load, but I might be wrong. Morning, morning. Oh. Not long now. 8k. Evening, Carl. Evening, Kev. Oh, the mic is miles away. Oh, thank you, Ben. I actually thought it wasn't that good, but I mean, one thing that is different is you've actually got real racing in there now. Five k to go. As soon as we cross the finish line, I'll make the announcement. I feel like I'm building such hype around this, and I don't want you to feel like, well, I don't know. It's pretty, personally I think it's something I've been in my head it's something that I've wanted to do since pulling the pin on like racing for teams. This is like the next best thing. Like the opportunity, do you know what I mean? Like the opportunity that you get in life. So these are the moments where you have to take them, you know what I mean? And like for me it's pretty big. So, you know, it is me all over, basically. It is me all over. I'm blown away by your guesses. I feel yeah, that is Kristen riding with us, yeah. Okay, I'm not going to sprint, by the way, just so you know. Have a good sprint, sprinters. And no need to sprint if you go long. Isn't that just called a long sprint? I count this as my cooldown. Well, there's been some amazing guesses in there, I have to say. Hats off to you all, because I'm blown away by some of the guesses. Like, to think that you think that I could possibly be, well, maybe we'll save that for another time, selected for the Olympics. But that would be spectacular. I'm sure you've all guessed by the jersey, not just the jersey, but the shorts as well. I've even got socks. So Kev, I know you said about the socks. You said, I hope it's not, I got a brand new pair of socks announcement. It sort of is, but it's a bit more than that. You know, Charlie's not pregnant either, by the way. Charlie's not pregnant. Oh, I was pipped on the line. Pipped on the line. So, pleased to announce that I am honoured to be a Haute Route Ambassador. Thank you. Thank you. I can't hear your claps or your cheers, but I'm joking, by the way. Yes, so Haute Route Ambassador. Very excited for the prospect of, as many of you know, I've never ridden the Alps, Pyrenees, Dolomites, and people keep saying, you call yourself a hill climber. Call yourself a hill climber, and you've not ridden there. So hopefully we're gonna have an opportunity to do an event later this year. I won't tell you too much. Patrick, who's in the chat, I'll give you a little bit of backstory. Patrick saw the Haute Route racing that I did. Do you remember a couple of months ago when we did that massive effort up the Alp? So Patrick saw that and got in touch, and the rest is history, as they say. But yeah, basically what it means is that I represent Haute Route, represent the brand. They've even got Zwift rides, so if any of you want to join in the Zwift group rides, they're on a Wednesday, midday and 5 p.m. That's British time anyway. I'm leading one tomorrow, I think. I'm yet to finalise that. But basically what it means is I get a chance to ride at least one Haute Route event this year, and hopefully next year, and you know, so on and so forth. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. But I'm extremely excited to test myself in an event of this caliber. You know, it's not anything to be sniffed at by any means. There's very strong riders who do these events, basically, like, you know, just like the Tour de Stations, Gran Fondo that I did, or Ultra Fondo rather. You know, the riders that do it are serious riders, you know, and it's multiple days. I've even got here, so all being well, I could go and do the 3-day Haute Route Ventoux, which is the 1st of October, and that's in Bedouin, and 3 stages with a time trial up Mont Ventoux. Very exciting. But there might be an opportunity to do another one. I won't tell you too much about that now because it's well, too much information. And I don't want to tell you everything all at once. So yeah, I'm glad you're as happy as I am. It means that there's going to be different content, new content. You know, if I'm going to be training for those things, as well as obviously my hill climbing stuff. But those of you that know or have been following for a long enough time, you know that it's like my bread and butter. Like, my strength lies in multi-day, and it lies in climbing mountains or hills at least, and doing this. But it is a challenge still. You know, it's not a walk in the park. It is a challenge, and that's what I'm really interested in doing. So yeah, it just means, you know, more content, and hopefully some cool content as well, and some informative content regarding, like, how do you prepare for one of these things, and you know, what do you learn from doing them, because a lot of you, I feel, have missed out. You know, those of you that have joined this channel in the last 12 months, you've missed out on what I did prior to when you joined. So when I was racing for teams and we got into like stage races abroad, and that was where I excelled, and you missed those videos. The videos are still there on the channel, you can go back and watch. But this it almost like brings it full circle, and we're now doing it as part of a different organization, a really cool organization. I'm able to do it as an individual and maybe as part of a team. Wink wink, backpedal. But we'll see. It's all news at the minute, and it's all really cool. So Tony says, so now you can go do them as work, even if COVID means travel work only. I mean, yes. Technically speaking, yes. That's it, David. Yeah. You have to have to increase the sweet spot. Alps or Pyrenees? Alps, possibly. Yeah. That would be mega fill rate, yeah. Thank you, Andre. Yeah, sign me off, Mick. 2T at Mob 1-2. Thank you, Chris. Nice one, Patrick. Thanks for dropping that in there about the ambassadors. Thank you, Darren. Thank you, Rob. Cheers, David. Yeah. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Kev. So yeah, thank you. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Haute Route. I mean, the equipment, the kit came very quick. I'm just very excited. You always need something to drive you, you know. Hopefully this drives you in seeing what you can achieve from leaving the path most travel. It's not all about that path. Thank you, Jeff. Cheers, Rob. It's lucky we don't have 100,000 subscribers, otherwise there might well be quite a few thousand emails heading to... I'm going to get an email from Patrick now later. $100%. So, if any of you are confused, so the kit is obviously made by Lacol. I cleared it with Band of Climbers because this is a, you know, what you could call like how does that work? How does that work? So basically, I ride in this kit only when needed. So if I'm leading a Haute Route event tomorrow, group ride, I'll be wearing this kit in the live stream, which means I better get in the washing machine pretty quick. And it also means that the Haute Route events that I do, I will wear this kit, and you know, any kind of public endorsement, I suppose, any kind of public awareness to the brand, like if we do a meetup, for example, which is something I'm thinking of doing, but we could do plenty of virtual meetups, obviously. But if we're doing a real life meetup and we you know, we did it through this avenue, then I'd be wearing the kit. But apart from that, you know, still Band of Climbers. So I think that makes sense, because, you know, really I'm a big fan of both. Big fan of both. So, anyway. I would say that this kit is very nice. I like the design. I like the colors. I really like orange and black. Yeah, I really like it. Really like it. So, thank you everyone. Which ride am I leading tomorrow? Keep an eye out, Carl. Or David, you keep an eye out for him. And it's probably going to be the midday one. I've not had clarification for it yet. Just checking now, actually. No, nothing yet. So keep an eye open. There is only 2, so you can't miss them. And yeah. You got it, Marco. You got it. You got it. Well played. It is very nice of them, Lord. It is very nice of them. They're very much my friends, and they're very much understand like what I've been through with teams and like trying to get a clear divide, you know, between a clear separation between what this is and what that is. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm grateful for their understanding. They're brilliant. Just like the Haute Route guys. So that's it. Thank you everyone for making this far. I'll go and watch Phil Lovett's video. No, I appreciate it. Thanks guys. Take care on your rides outside, but also take care if you are cycling indoors in this hot weather. Be careful not to overdo it, and yeah, like listen to your heart rate. Your heart rate will be higher, so don't stress it. At the end of the day, it's still training. So thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for waiting. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. See you in the next one.